Hi everyone. How are you all? Okay, there we are. Hi. So, um, hello Perihelions, by the way, specifically. So, trying to find a comfy way to have the like Twitch dashboard up here as well. Because I do want to, now that we have ads, make sure that ads don't run at inopportune times. That looks alright. Alright, I don't see any reason to delay this much longer. Let me go over to Nancy Drew Speedruns. And then play there. That starts right up. Yeah, I probably should have opened a live split first. There. Let's see. Desktop. Live split. Live split. It will come up. There it is. There we go. That should be good. Okay, now we bring it over to here. And that there. Now if we open up Nancy Drew. So yeah, I'm back to running Nancy Drew in full screen. Because the not full screen. the windowed programs I was using were not working very well. I'm sorry, I only got up about an hour ago. It takes us a while. We were up late. So
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot
let me know if the volume is too loud.
I'll introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you know, I forgot to start recording it proper. That's fine. So, I actually managed to shave 8 minutes off my speedrun. Last time I did, because I did it off camera. It was very exciting. I'm hoping to shave another 3 off today. At least.
I said don't come near me. No, Minette, don't! Stay back, you hear me? Stay back!
Bonjour, vous êtes... are you Nancy?
Yeah?
I'm Heather McKay. Welcome! I'm so glad you're here. How was your flight?
Fine. Well, actually, they lost my suitcase, so I don't have any clothes or my cell phone. What's going on in there? Is someone hurt?
That's just...
I find it interesting that Nancy keeps her phone in her suitcase.
She'll stop screaming, right? now. They lost your suitcase? That's terrible. Well, at least you're staying with Jing Jing. She'll have tons of clothes you can borrow.
Is she all right?
Oh, you mean Minette? Don't worry, she's fine. At least she will be after phase 3, which should begin right about now. See, she uses this process that some shrink taught her to manage anger and frustration. First, she vents her rage for 10 seconds, then 6 seconds of sobs and tears, and finally, at least 4 seconds of robust laughter, all of which restores her positive flux.
Huh?
It's all very weird, but it works, and believe me, without it, she would be impossible to work for. With it, she's a mere nightmare to work for. Anyway, ready to get started?
You bet.
You bet.
That desk over there will be your workstation. I made a list of all the things that need to get done and put them on your computer. That's a Metro Pass. It'll let you ride the subway all over the city for free. Go ahead and take it.
Oh.
Answering the phone is your job. If you have any questions, just ask. Ask me, that is. Do not bother Minette. She's behind on her spring collection and is in danger of falling way behind on her couture projects.
Why is she so far behind?
She's been under a lot of stress lately.
Heather?
Yes?
I hear voices. Who are you talking to out there?
Nancy Drew, you know, from the States?
Well, she's no good to me out there. Send her in.
Yes, Minette. As soon as you feel up to it, she's right through that door.
Well, I'll see you later.
Have fun.
Plotter.
What's this?
That's the plotter. It's broken. Fixing it is one of your jobs.
There.
Get the phone, please.
Bonjour, Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour. My name is Lynn Manrique. I'm with the Modern History Department at UC Kearns in the States, and I'm following up on the letter I sent to Minette about 2 weeks ago concerning Noisette Tornade.
Noisette Tornade?
It's that historian person, isn't it? Tell her we're sorry, but Minette is extremely busy and won't be able to get back to her for at least 6 weeks.
I'm sorry, but
I heard.
6 weeks it
6
is.
weeks it is then. Thank you anyway.
To-do list.
Sonny was here. Pick up envelope from J.J. Ling, pick up fabric photos from Dieter von Schwesterkrank, deliver photos.
Gonna enter the studio.
Truck Quinard, fix plotter. Do whatever Minette tells you to do and do it fast.
This front door.
Well, there you are. I was just about to call Amy Grunhild and tell her that this internship thing she'd arranged for you was off. It's bad enough Amy
I'm glad that everyone in the community seemingly thinks that this plot is also, also thinks this plot is very stupid.
Well, you're here, we've met, so get to work. Heather did give you a list of chores, right?
Yep.
Yes, I'm all set.
One more thing. See that form over there? The one I've just started to drape? Don't touch it. Don't even go near it. That's the dress I'm designing for the First Lady.
First Lady of the United States?
That's the one. Now go. Actually, make me a pot of my special tea first. It was custom blended by my tea therapist, so make sure you follow the directions. When you're done, pour me a cup and leave it on the table. A nice big boost of herbal energy never fails to get my brain cells firing.
Let's see. To make Minette her tea, the first thing I should do is read these instructions. Then I should put whichever herbs the instructions say I need into this pot of boiling water. Then when I'm done, I should click on the teapot so I can pour the tea into a cup. If I make a mistake and need to throw out an herb that I chose, or the tea itself, all I have to do is click on the sink. Okay, I think I'm ready. That should do it. I finished making your tea.
Just leave it there.
Oh. Couple seconds behind.
The tea is utterly rude. I can already feel my creativity flowing again, building like a wave on the ocean, surging towards some unseen shore. I have another job for you, a very critical job. See the stuff that I've been studying? That, in essence, is my spring collection.
Uh-huh.
All those objects have certain things in common which speak to and stimulate the artistic sinews of my subconscious, from which all the designs I need will eventually burst forth.
Uh-huh.
They're all totally rude, but they're not enough. I need more, Nancy. You need to take the number 7 metro to Pont Neuf, go to the flea market in Square de Vergalant Park, and buy
Most of this game is just
things with qualities
nothing,
identical to the ones
you know?
each of these possesses. Use this bag. Put everything in there.
So strange.
I don't want anyone seeing what you bring me. It could give away my whole collection. Here's some money.
But I'm not sure what you want.
Stuff. I want stuff. New stuff that's just like this old stuff, only different. Now just take a good look at my stuff, then go. Go!
Get a letter.
There's something on the floor here. Looks like someone slipped it under the door. It's for Minette.
Go ahead and open it.
Make the most of what little time you have left. Soon it will all be over.
Oh no, not another one.
Minette's gotten other letters like this?
Letters, phone calls. They started sometime in April, then they stopped, then they started up again in July. And last month, someone sent Minette dead flowers every day for a week. She locks the letters up in her dodo box over there in order to neutralize them.
Should I give this letter to
I'm
Minette?
so glad you don't have to do the dodo puzzle in the speedrun.
You open this thing.
You don't. There's a lock on it, but Minette is convinced that if she opens it, all the wickedness in there will escape and wreak havoc. In fact, don't say anything to her about that letter. It'll just upset her, and if she falls any further behind, she'll have to cancel her show next month. And if that happens, she may as well cancel her career.
Well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Alright, Rue de Bach.
No, don't say anything. Let me guess. You
I
lost.
should add the prints to my splits,
The
perhaps.
American consulate to get it replaced. Only you wound up here because you asked a Parisian for directions, and you thought you understood what he said. Only you didn't. Am I right?
Actually, I'm looking for Dieter von Schwesterkrank.
Dieter von Schwesterkrank. Please don't tell me you're a would-be model who thinks her career would take off if only I would photograph her.
No, my name's Nancy Drew. Minette sent me here to pick up some fabric photos.
I regret to say I have not printed them up yet, nor will I have time to do so for quite a while. Had I used my digital cameras, there would be no problem, but unfortunately, the essence of those fabrics was better captured by film.
But I need to deliver them to that fashion editor, Jean-Michel Traquenard, today.
My regrets once again. Do you know how to make prints?
Sure.
Then all is well. There is a binder on the bookshelf that will tell you how to make prints with the paper I use, which is Krollmeister Eska.
So on the hint website I was looking at, I read that you only have to flush the toilet. You don't have to keep spinning back and forth.
To the enlarger. I'm sure you'll do fine.
So I'm going to try that.
Just make sure you don't knock over anything in there.
Whoa,
Some
look
of
at all
those chemicals
bottles
are
of chemicals.
extremely volatile.
One false move and boom.
Help yourself!
No, you do. Because you can't repeatedly flush. Got it.
There, I'll just put them in an envelope and I'll be all set.
Ah, you made the prints. Now you get to have the pleasure of delivering them to Monsieur Traquenard.
It sounds like you don't like him.
I didn't get the camera.
Nixnuts who thinks far too highly of himself and far too little of everyone.
Hello, Luna Rabbits and Scribblers. How are you?
What kind of dealings have you had with him?
Unhappy. I refuse to bow and scrape when I'm in his presence, and he resents me for it. He's not used to that. You see, most people are so afraid he'll write something bad
Forget the camera,
about them
don't forget
that
the camera,
as far
don't
as they're
forget the camera, don't
concerned,
forget the camera.
Whatever Joan me wants.
Is this toilet egg thing a dev shortcut? Yes.
I bet
When you hear that chicken noise, it actually puts an Easter egg into your
That's just a
into your inventory. It's very funny.
Go ahead and play with it if you want. I still do.
nice camera.
I know if I was a dev, I wouldn't want to do that over and over
Very
again.
high res, though. Very limited capacity. Would you like to borrow it?
I'd love to. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we're going to the Pont of the park.
Bonjour. Lequel préférez-vous?
Parlez-vous anglais?
If you buy, I speak whatever you like. I am Malika. I sell fine things from around the world. The others here, they sell things which they pry from the muck of their basements.
Okay, let's see what you got.
I saw this
Things for?
They are green magic rings.
there's this Tumblr blog that is like
Would €8?
stick figure Nancy Drew
What
drawings,
else do you like?
and
Guess
one of
I'm just
them
not in a buying mood.
was Nancy getting ripped off at the park,
I'll remember that.
and
Merci. Au revoir.
this person was like, it's a happy eating apple for my lunch. I will sell it to you for 800 euro. Nancy's like, I couldn't pay more than 42 euro for it.
Americans. They are smart. I sell good stuff and they can tell. So, what are you going to buy?
Well, what's in here? A movie?
Oui, it contains an American short film. I am not sure if it is about a beloved beast of burden in Tibet or about someone who talks a lot, but it has won many awards. And the fact that it is
I think that's a joke about a previous Nancy Drew game.
84 euro.
Would you take 21 euros and...
I've been doing my research.
What else tickles the fancy?
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
By any chance, does Mademoiselle wish to earn some money?
Maybe. How?
The tourists, they like to buy hand-painted reproductions of famous works of
It's only an apple. How much could it cost? 42 euro?
for me to paint them. But for a young woman such as you, it is easy.
You want me to paint the reproductions?
You see, the lines are already there. You look at the original painting, you put paint on your brush, you paint between the lines. Voila! A painting which the tourists will gobble up. And I pay you 15 euro for each one you complete. Do you wish to start now?
No thanks. Maybe later.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. If you like the bargains, you have come to the right place. What captures the eyes?
Well, what's the price of this lava lamp?
That lamp is very special. The truck which rises and falls inside it, unlike any I have
What does truk mean?
watching it will entertain you for hours. And I am selling it for only 20 euro.
Would you take 15 euros instead?
It is yours. See anything else you like?
Does this cost very much?
The traffic cone is one of my favorites. So colorful and so useful. With it, I myself learned to park my car parallel. And I ask only 10 euro for it.
It's just a little cone. 1 euro.
It is yours. See anything else you like?
Actually, I don't see anything.
Once we get on the subway, I hit
New
time.
things come and old things go all the time. You must come back.
I think we can make up that 4 seconds if we navigate
Au
well.
revoir, mademoiselle.
Ooh. Truk is literally just thing. Oh shit, I went to the wrong place. God damn it. I thought I was going to the Melon. Well, goodbye 4 seconds I spared.
come in. Set your things down and come on over here. Hi, JJ Ling. I'd shake your hand, but I get flour all over.
I don't have things. I lost my luggage.
No worries. I have plenty of clothes in every size imaginable. Your bedroom's down that hall. The airline lost my luggage once, told me it was gone for good and paid me $100. Then 5 years later, my suitcase shows up on my doorstep. And a bill for the $100 they'd paid me. Plus interest.
Oh my gosh, really?
What? You don't believe me?
Of course I do.
The worst part was I had to toss out almost everything that was in it. Clothes, makeup. I mean, the stuff was 5 years old, right? You like chocolate chip cookies?
Yes.
I love chocolate chip cookies.
That one isn't in the guide for some reason.
And the nice thing is, I'm about 3 pounds shy of being the perfect size 12 that I need to be for Minette. I have a very high metabolism. So, I make cookies, I eat cookies, and since you're here, I share cookies.
Heather wants me to pick up an envelope from you.
Oh yeah, it's right over there. Heather needed a bunch of personal
I forget if I
information
need
so they can pay me,
this up
but I
physically.
refuse to give it out over the phone. I'm real paranoid about that sort of stuff. Don't ask me why, I just am. Go ahead and take it to her.
See you later.
Ciao, Bella.
Now we go back to the mall. God damn it, we go back to the hotel. Shit. We're still practicing, we're learning. Now we talk to Chokana.
Oui?
Excusez-moi, mais êtes-vous Monsieur Traquenard?
Please, in English. I do not wish to hear my native tongue butchered while I eat. As for my
You're
name,
not eating.
not Traquenard. It is Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Traquenard! Traquenard!
Traquenard.
Enough! What can I do for you, Mademoiselle?
Drew. Nancy Drew. I've just started working for Minette as an assistant.
Oh? What happened to Ezer?
Is there?
Ezer Mickey.
Huh? Oh, Heather McKay. No, Heather still works for Minette. I'm kind of working for both of them.
Our Lady of the Mask has fired 3 assistants in the past 5 months. I hope you are not.
I find it funny that he,
Ezer has managed to...
is so adamant about his name being pronounced correctly, but he can't bother to attempt to pronounce Heather's name correctly.
They came straight from Dieter von Schwesterkrank's darkroom. I printed them up myself.
You are quite doué as a photo developer. Bravo for you, Nancy Drew. Merci. I was afraid Ezer had forgotten. So, you had the pleasure of meeting von Schwesterkrank.
Seemed very nice.
Eh?
He seemed very nice.
Dieter is a very enterprising young man, which in most cases is good, but when arrogance enters the picture, pff. So, do you, like Ezer, hope to leave your mark on the world of couture?
I have no desire to design wild and crazy dresses, if that's what you mean.
Then you are an intelligent young lady, Nancy. In the world of couture, a single creation worn by someone famous to a high-profile event, such a dress can be worth a fortune in publicity, which makes it a desperately competitive world. A dog-eat-dog world. A world where bad things can and do happen to good people. You must order something. I insist. La carte, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, but I'm really not hungry.
Mademoiselle.
Thank you. I mean, merci.
Order anything you want. Everything here is superb. And Henri, he is the best way to...
We're not actually going to order the cassoulet.
Well, in that case...
We're going to save ourselves a little bit of dialogue.
May I please have the crème de glace?
Très bien.
Merci. Henri, ajoutez-le à mon édition, s'il vous plaît.
Certainement.
Ice cream with a sprig of mint on top. So refreshing.
Yum. That was wonderful.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
So, what else do you wish from me?
We'll talk again later, okay?
D'accord.
I don't think we actually got the mint, which is fine. But I know that you can take it off the off the top later.
Get the phone, please.
Bonjour, Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour, est-ce que c'est Heather?
This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. Oh my, that name is familiar. But for the life of me, I cannot remember why. Nancy Drew. This is going to drive me mad.
May I ask who this is?
Prudence Rutherford.
Prudence Rutherford.
Oh, shoot.
I know you. I talked to you when I was working at the Beach Hill Museum in
I
Washington.
think I've come to appreciate Heather. Or not Heather,
You
Prudence.
sent me a copy of your fire ruby necklace. You know, the one that had been stolen.
Oh, good heavens, yes, of
Her
course.
performance is very camp.
Why, as I understand it, it was largely because of your investigatory prowess that my real necklace was recovered soon thereafter. What on earth is a nascent detective like you doing answering the telephone for Minette? Get down from there. Excuse me, dear.
Nancy, tell her the designs are done and will be shipped to her by the end of the week. Then go to the work table and finish them.
You want me to finish them?
The instructions are all right there. Piece of cake.
Are you? Why my husband insists on sitting here in my study in his soggy tennis talks when he has the run of the whole villa is beyond me. Oh dear. Thanks to that
This
scandal.
woman has a villa?
I've forgotten what we were talking about.
I forget too. But the important thing is, I'm going to ship you some designs very shortly.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops.
You should have them by the end of the week.
Wonderful. I'm sure they're going to knock my socks off and blow me away, as you young people like to say. Lucille, get the deodorizer, please. Philip's been in here again, I'm afraid. Goodbye, dear. Or shall I say, à tout à l'heure.
Stapler. I did not get the mint. That's fine. Nope. We talk to Heather. Oh, no, we do the puzzle. Duh.
Are the designs I'm supposed to finish for Prudence Rutherford under here? First thing I need to do is flip up this plastic sheet.
Green hat, black sunglasses, pink top. Green hat, black sunglasses, pink... pink top? Pink top. Green bell bottoms, white fuzzy, pink slippers. There we go.
Good job.
This one is bunny ears, bunny mask. Bunny ears, bunny mask. Fuzzy top, orange pants, fuzzy shoes, and pineapple?
That looks right.
This one I know that it's purple top, and I think that it's orange pants, white pants. So these boots, the yellow wig, yellow mask, and the black purse.
Well, that's that. All 3 outfits are ready for you to send to Prudence.
Good job.
Only 6 seconds behind, though, considering all of our movement issues. Heather.
Here's that envelope I picked up from JJ. I almost forgot.
No problem.
Thanks for your help.
Have fun.
Now we go to the studio.
If you need to talk to Minette, good luck. She's playing that ridiculous online game she's obsessed with and refuses
Looks
to
nasty, thank you.
until she gets the highest score. It is so...
Hello, safety pins, how are you? Okay, now we go to newgrounds.com. I've heard that the character who designed this is actually a character from a past game.
I'm afraid I have no idea.
I'm in. Game on.
I feel like I'm seeing these pretty well today. Who's this lady? I don't think there's another one of her right now. You see 2 of her. I can find the lady with that hair. Did anyone from the Nancy Drew Discord come here? Does anyone know if I can just back out of this game once I win? Like, do I have an actual incentive to go quickly here? I already won. Jane is a character from Blackmore Manor, okay. Ah, who's that guy? I find it interesting how some of these are clearly like character models and then some are actual people. Why would they do this?
All right.
There.
I got the highest score. Or should I say Carol did.
Oh my gosh, I did it. Heather, I won. I got the highest score. Send Nancy in here. We've got work to do, and I am on a roll.
You're a genius. Now get in there before she decides she has to beat that score.
Ah, you have some stuff for me. Let's see it. How
Yeah, take a picture of the
absolutely
teapot.
positively rude. The lava lamp, the rings, the canister, the cone. They're perfect. I adore them all. Now go away, I have work to do.
Teapot.
Heather, where is JJ?
I told you, she's not answering her phone.
Heather, I don't want excuses. I want JJ now.
By the way, I should mention that we are now officially a Twitch affiliate. So we are able to, you're able to subscribe to us. We're going to have some emotes relatively soon.
Hence her sudden desperate need for JJ.
Say no more. I'll go get her.
It's very exciting to be able to do this.
JJ now.
Go like the wind.
And same thing as, you know, our deal with the Patreon subscriptions. Subscriptions to our Twitch are appreciated, never mandatory, etc. Financial need if you are able to give comfortably, then, you know, it would appreciate otherwise.
Oh, goody, you're back. I'm really bored. Let's play Hangman. You know how to play, right?
Hangman? Well, yeah, sure.
Great. Okay, I'll think of a 6-letter word and you try to guess what it is. Ready?
On second thought, maybe some other time.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
Minette needs you at her studio. In fact, she's been screaming for you, literally.
Too bad. I'm not going anywhere until these mint chocolate chip cookies are finished.
You have to. Minette is freaking out.
Too bad. Silly me, I just said that, didn't I?
Look, go to the studio. I'll finish those for you, okay? I'll do a...
The inflection on Hangman is making me lose my mind.
I'll head over there. But I'm gonna call you before I set one foot inside Minette's studio.
I'll have to take a listen next time they say it.
Try to lie.
Just go, please.
Well, all right. Everything you need is right here.
Also, we have ads on our stream now. I tried to make them not very frequent, and I typically am able to delay them if necessary. But while I'm actually in a speedrun, I realized I really can't.
One problem though.
At least while with this full screen game.
Only I had to toss the sprig I had because it was moldy. So you're going to have to go out and find some more. Which could be hard because there's some kind of mint shortage thing going on. Oh, and I'm also out of brown sugar. I think there's a way to substitute for it using molasses somehow, but that's your problem now. Remember, I'm going to call you when I get to Minette's. If those cookies aren't done, I'm going to go shopping instead. And Minette's going to go bonkers. Ta-ta!
So now we go back to Pont Neuf. We take a picture of the cross.
Bonjour. I have many new things, you see?
Wow, you sure do.
You are sure to find something you like.
Is this mint?
Oui, that is mint. They grow us of mint because of them all over Paris, all over France. No mint.
I don't know who this lady is, but she's a nightmare. She's a model. She may have also,
For 50 euros.
later on there's a bomb. She may have also
What else do you like?
made and set that.
How much are you asking for this steak?
That is made of the finest wood, and it can be used for...
This game is a work of art.
It is one of my most popular items. For that reason, I sell for 13 euros.
I'll give you 10 euros.
Voila. What else do you like?
Is this just regular string?
That is very good string. Very strong. Very good.
As one does, yes.
You can buy for only 6 euros.
How about 3 euros?
Voila. What else do you like?
Guess I'm
Under
just
2.
not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. As you can see, you have many new things to choose from. What intrigues you?
Well, let's see. A wetsuit.
Not just any wetsuit. It used to belong to a friend of the famous undersea explorer Jacques Cousteau.
Genuinely, I feel we get a deal on this wetsuit. 31 euro?
For that reason, I sell it for 125 euro.
31 euros. That's all I'll pay.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
Is this pie tin very expensive?
Very cheap. 15 euro.
Would you take 1 euro for it?
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well.
Alright, vendor 3.
Mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
These French folk are terrible business people.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. You were wise to return. I have many new things.
I know, that lady got 50 euros off me for mint.
I could use a flashlight. Mine was in my lost luggage.
That is only 10 euro. Batteries included.
What about 3 euros?
It is yours. What else appeals to you?
Alright, now we go back
I'm
to
not
the house.
interested in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
Alright. We've gotten out of the park both times with no issue.
Well, here's some molasses. First thing I should do is get out that mint and chop. First thing I should do is get out that mint and chop it up. I'll just chop up this mint. There, I'm ready to start cooking.
I'm gonna have cups of sugar. One teaspoon of molasses. Mix is 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 and a quarter cups of flour. This feels like a lot of flour for cookies. Half teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, chocolate chips, mint.
Must be the mint that makes their edges turn up like that. I'll just cool the cookies off on this rack and I'll be all done. Hello?
Well, are they done?
They
Sure are.
Describe them.
Describe them?
Describe them. I've made them before, so I'll know you're lying if you fail to mention the one thing that makes them different from other cookies.
Well, their edges curl upwards?
Bingo! Nice going. Because of you, Minette is about to become a very happy camper.
Oh. Like. Need to get Sue's number. You have to pay extra for things in mint condition, yes. Okay, next is Clock Stoppers, 2002, directed by Jonathan Frakes.
Get the phone, please.
The phone, please.
Minette's House of Design.
I need to speak to Minette.
I'm sorry, but she's unavailable.
Just get her on the phone.
She is unavailable.
Get her on the phone now.
Who is this?
Are you going to connect me with Minette or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
A stuffed parrot?
I need to learn which direction to turn in there. I don't know if you meant to be as funny as we found it. Is the man mooing? No, that was my computer. Do your computers not moo?
That looks like Dieter. I wonder what he's doing. Hey, Dieter! Hi! No, wait! Dieter! Dieter! What did he run away for? That was weird. Looks like he left something on the bench. These must have fallen out of his pocket. Noisette Tornade. That's the woman who that historian was calling about. Why would Dieter be carrying this around?
Bonjour. What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Well, let's see. Is this parrot very expensive?
The price is
Next
very
parrot.
reasonable. 20 euro.
I'll give you €1 for it.
Vendu. What else tickles your fancy?
Right.
I really don't want to
To
buy
Rue de Bach.
right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Slow is fast.
Sounds like someone's in the dark room. Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
I just wondered what you were doing in Square du Vert Galant Park.
I was just taking a walk.
You dropped an obituary about Noisette Tornade. Shall I leave it for you?
There's no need. I don't want it.
Why were you carrying it around?
Because I was going to send it to my grandmother. I thought she knew the woman. Turns out she didn't.
You also dropped some kind of trinket. Looks like a miniature clock.
That's something my great-uncle Hans gave me. It's actually a key. It opens a panel over there to the...
Why were you carrying it around?
He lived here during the war. The place has been in the family ever since.
What's behind the panel?
Go ahead and see for yourself. Just be prepared to go a little cuckoo.
Look. One, 4, 6, 7.
What's up with this?
4, 7, 8, 8, 9, 6, 6. Ooh, save 4 seconds. I think we're actually kind of breaking even on this run.
Believe it or not, that key your uncle gave you opened up some kind of passageway. Is it okay if I see where it goes?
A passageway? You never said anything about a passageway. Go ahead and explore it all you want. Just be careful. This building is very old.
Bonjour, madame. I wonder what that symbol means. The year when our despair ended. The year when my despair began.
Yes. What do I do now? I go back to the studio. I think the places where I'm really going to need to save time on this run are here, and then the fight at the end.
What happened?
This little box came from me, and when I opened it, all these
And Parfait, probably.
out. They're all over the place in there. You have to get them out before they lay eggs or something.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Just go in there and put them back in the box they came in. Carefully. Don't kill any of them. Nothing good ever comes from killing things.
Don't worry, I'll get them out of there for you.
Bless you.
Yuck! That must be the box they came in.
Gotcha.
The stone discs in this picture could have something to do with the M380 decoder Noisette Tornade used. This picture looks like it was cropped. Wonder how all that red paint got there.
I definitely need to look at Lynette's desk.
Gotcha!
Good, I usually miss that one.
Fonts. Somehow I don't see Minette getting real excited about fonts.
Gotcha. Shit. Got it.
Dear Miss Minette, the books on the women of the French Resistance, exploits of Noisette Tornade, because she owned the windmill which you now own. Oh, this is from that historian who called before. Maybe she can help me figure out why Dieter was carrying that obituary around.
So, I don't know how to
Playtime's over, little guy.
make these spawn. I need to see if there's any, like, special trick
If
to
I were
it.
an insect, where would I hide?
I don't know where you would hide, Nancy. I don't think I've ever gotten that dialogue. One more?
Here, Buggy, Buggy, Buggy.
Cockroaches? There.
There, that has got to be the last bug. You can open the door now, Minette.
Did you get all?
Okay, we saved a good 25 seconds there.
How many are there?
I don't know, 9?
Are they all alive?
Yes, Minette.
Are you sure you...
Now we leave the studio and call Zoo, and we call the lady from
Yes.
the history museum.
I want you to take that box to the park and let those things go. Only I don't want to be here when you come out. Probably the only thing those twisted little vermin are thinking about right now is revenge.
Minette, they're cockroaches.
Exactly! So I want you to count to 10, and then, and only then, are you to come out of there, all right?
Anything you say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a nut job.
That's Heather's desk. Shit. 1, 0, 1, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, 0. I know you're calling from Minette. Is this Jing Jing?
Hello? I know you are calling for minutes. Please, tell me. Is this Xing Xing?
No, I'm afraid not. But I know Jing Jing. In fact, I'm staying at her place.
You are the most lucky person in the monde. I am a big fan of Xing Xing. I call her house and leave massage. I call Minette because I know she works there, but she will not talk to me. She is too... what is the word? Paranormal?
You mean paranoid?
Yes, paranoid. So, if you are not Xing Xing, why do you call me?
This is Zoo, right?
Yes, I am Zhu.
Well, Zoo, my name is Nancy Drew, and I saw a symbol
Nancy
on the wall when
Zoo.
I was in an underground passage not too long ago. It looked like 2 leaves with 2 nut-type things attached to them, and I just wondered if you could tell me what it meant or why it was there.
Oh, I also found out that Noisette Tonard means hazelnut tornado.
Write something for you?
You must have her write something that I can keep. Have her write, Zhu, my love, Jing. Then, take the metro to the Denfert Rochereau station, enter the catacombs, find the bones from the Magdalene Cemetery, and put the autograph in the skull below the plaque.
Have her write Zoo, my love Jing, go to the catacombs, find the Magdalene Cemetery bones, and leave the autograph in a skull.
Yes, exactly that. Don't worry about desecrating the person whose bones they may be. The skull, it is a fake. My friend and I put it there. And so, after you deliver it, you call me and I tell you all about the symbol you saw.
But what if Jing Jing refuses?
Then, Nancy Drew, it seems we will both be very disappointed.
Alright, 0101 19303. And then hers starts with a 1, and then I think 559. What? I dialed that. Okay. 155 955 63.
Modern European History, Lynn Manrique.
Hello, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Paris. Actually, I talked to you earlier when you tried to call Minette.
It's better that I dial wrong on the zippy card, not
I'd love
afterwards.
to, but I'm afraid she's still too busy to talk.
Then I would have to call the zippy card
If you
again.
don't mind, could I ask you a couple of questions about Noisette Tournade?
Certainly.
You mentioned hidden plunder in your letter to Minette. What did you mean?
Some people said that during the war she took various pieces of artwork, mostly from churches, and stashed them away somewhere so they wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Were they recovered after the war?
The artwork remains lost to this day. No one knows exactly what Noisette took, or if indeed she took anything. You see, from 1942 until the liberation of Paris, Noisette worked as a translator for the Germans by day and an encoder for the French resistance by night. This, as you might imagine, made everyone suspicious of her, both French and Germans alike. And after the war, things got ugly. Especially when people found out she was romantically involved with a German soldier. His name was Hans von Schwesterkrank.
You're
Yeah, so
What happened to him?
Hans was an actual Nazi soldier
For herself.
who, as far as I know, was loyal to Nazi Germany. And then she's upset that people are like, oh, why would people think that, you know, I worked with the Nazis? How dare you think that?
In any case,
And it's, you know, you were fucking a Nazi.
after her trial, she told the press
can't-
the truth of what
You can't
she'd done.
do
The
that.
war resided in her and in the person and
And then, you know, because of that, she holds on to that art for decades upon
She
decades.
was referring to was Hans von Schwesterkrank, who passed away a year or two ago, and that the place was her beloved Moulin, which is where she lived for almost half a century.
Just out of
That's why
spite and revenge.
allow me to visit it. Now, I've got a question for you. In the hours
Some
before she died, Noisette
bullshit.
was said to have constantly muttered 3 words: red, left, green. Is there anything inside the Moulin that has to do with red, left, green? Anything at all?
No, but I'll keep that in mind and let you know if I see something.
I'd appreciate it. Any other questions?
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
My pleasure. Bye.
Ah, goddammit, that's the studio. Now we talk to Jitter.
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
Hangman.
Let's play hangman.
Okay. You know the rules, right?
Yep, I sure do.
Great. Okay, I'll think of a 6-letter word and you try to guess what it is. Ready?
Ready. Z.
Afraid not.
U. M. Y. L. O.
Right you
V.
are.
E. J.
Incorrect.
I. N.
Oopsie. So,
G.
and the word was...
I wasn't even close. May I have that piece of paper?
Sure. Want to play again?
Maybe later.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
Guess I'll be running along.
Ciao, Bella.
Catacombs.
Un entrée. Money well spent. I hope. Magdalene. This must be the place Zoo was talking about. And there's a skull.
Perhaps that's not where I marked that that before, but to me it makes sense to mark it once we leave the catacombs, at least at this very moment.
Hello?
It's Nancy Drew. Did you get the autograph?
It is magnifique! You were wise not to try to fool me, Nancy. I know Jing's handwriting better than I know my own. So, here is what I know about that symbol. I call it the hazelnut because to me that is what it looks like. A noisette.
Wait a minute. A noisette?
Yes, that is French for hazelnut. I have seen it in only one place in the catacombs. To reach this place, return to the catacombs and go to the skull where you left Jing's autograph. Lift the top part of the skull and push the red button. That will open a secret passage that will lead you to the noisette.
Great. Thank you.
But if you go there, you must be careful. The tunnel police, they are one problem. The tunnels, they are another.
What do you mean?
Some of the tunnels, especially near the Mouton Beverage Company, they are water filled with trees.
You mean waterlogged?
Ah, yes, waterlogged. You must swim underwater to reach the place where I saw the noisette. And the water is very cold. You will need a wetsuit. Good luck, Nancy Drew. You will need that too.
Active catacombs.
Un entrée.
3724. Wait.
Non,
Shit.
je suis pas d'accord. Pourquoi? Parce que les ovnis n'existent pas. Mais
There.
Well, it's time to put on the wetsuit. Hope it's more comfortable than it looks. Ooh, this place is...
Alright. Bottle. Make sure it's right. There. Not my fastest time here.
Okay, a rough translation would be,
724.
in Europe, near the new bridge, Snow White lives in a red castle. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I have no idea what this is, but after everything I went through to get here, I'm taking it.
And once we get back on the subway, the water level is over.
Ah! A rat! I better get out of this wetsuit before I head back.
Oh, exactly the same time. Okay, now we go back to... Shit. Rue de Bach.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
But this is really important. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Well, if you want, you could take some stock photos for me.
Sure.
The list of things I need pictures of is on my desk. You can use the camera I let you borrow.
I'll get right on it.
Did you take all those photos for me?
I sure did. They're all right there in your camera.
So, you had some questions for me?
What do you know about Noisette Tornade?
The French resistance fighter? I seem to recall reading that she died recently, and that's about it. Why do you ask?
I know 3 things, Mr. von Schwesterkrank. 1, Noisette Tornade, whose obituary you were carrying until it fell out of your pocket in the park. Noisette used to own the old windmill Minette now owns. 2, during World War II, she was rumored to have hidden several valuable works of art from the Germans somewhere in Paris. And 3, she was romantically involved with a German soldier named Hans von Schwesterkrank.
Oh, yes. I know all those things, too. Hans was my great-uncle. But there are 1 or 2 things you don't know, Fräulein. You could not have known that just before he passed away, my great-uncle gave me that.
What is it?
How would I know that?
Something Noisette gave to him. Turn it over and look on the back. Unfortunately, my great-uncle couldn't remember what any of it meant. She used to be the director of public works, so I went to her favorite park to see if anything there might help me figure out what that card means. But I discovered nothing. You can keep that if you want.
I can?
Yes, I give up. I don't care anymore.
Finding that lost artwork is why you started going out with Minette, isn't it?
Since Minette owns the Moulin where Noisette spent most of her life, I thought dating her would help me figure out what that card meant. But then something totally unexpected and tragic happened. I fell in love with her. Minette is one of the most infuriating yet fascinating women I have ever met.
Then why aren't you still dating her?
Because for reasons known only to her, she broke it off. I thought that if I...
So did she break up with him because she got that tattoo and didn't want to take off the mask ever again?
But I can barely keep my mind on my work these days, let alone on finding some mystical treasure. If you want to look for it, go right ahead. Right now, the only thing I'm interested in recovering is Minette.
Turn that over, get the grid out. Red, left, green. Red, left, green, red, left, green, red, left.
Sue Loren 4154.
Oh, can we save in time? No, we cannot. Save game, save. Yes? Oh, 6 seconds. So we have to pull Noof. 154.
To the memory of the French fighters.
Bonjour, Mademoiselle Hortense.
And she returns with a bottle of Mouton Foueté, 1968.
Oh la la, you did it. So, I take this, and give you this. Take it. You have earned it.
Thanks.
What else tickles the fancy?
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Back away.
What was that? Hey, what's going on? Shoot, that pesky squirrel must have jumped on the handle and moved the windmill.
Back. Get the fish.
Time to get out my flashlight.
Nancy dance. I should call this section Nancy Dance. I can't believe the time for the world record ends in like 2 minutes. That's an insane time to me. Okay, now we go to the hotel. You'll notice I reversed Wet Ass Parfait and they set us up the paint bomb because you don't need to do it in the order that the guide says.
The picture of Minette that was in the June issue of Glam Glam, was it cropped? Do you remember?
I'm sure it was. Most photographs are these days. Why?
Do you think I could see the uncropped picture?
As it happens, all the pictures which I use in my articles are stored right here in my digital assistant. I will help you, mademoiselle, but only if you help me first. You see, the owner of this cafe, he faces a crise. The person who makes desserts for him has stepped out for his customary 2.5-hour break. Unfortunately, a bus full of American teenagers has pulled up, and all are clamoring for parfait. So, I will tell the owner that you will make the parfait, and when you do, he will be indebted to me and will allow me to continue using this table as my office. And I will be indebted to you and will allow you to...
2.5-hour break.
You see how it works?
Yeah, I get the picture. Okay, looks like I've got chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, caramel ice cream, bananas, tapioca balls, berries, and whipped cream. The first one I have to make is an exois.
Pink, butterscotch, bananas, butterscotch.
Oui, c'est ça.
I did it
Brown,
right.
white bears.
Now they want l'enfer.
White berries.
C'est bien.
I'm getting
Cow.
there. Next up, a tropical.
And nope. Tapioca berry. Berry pink brown.
Oui, c'est ça.
Brown butterscotch,
Now they
bananas,
want
butterscotch.
l'enfer.
Oh, l'enfer. Brown, white, brown, white.
Parfait.
Awesome art.
I'm getting there. Next is a corbeau.
Butterscotch, bananas, butterscotch, brown.
Merci.
I'm getting there. One mystique coming up.
Tapioca. Berries. Banana white tapioca.
Merci.
I did it right.
Berries.
Here comes a fantasy.
Berries. Vanilla. Tapioca. Pink white.
C'est bien.
I did it right. A Lulu.
Yeah, berries got bananas.
I'm getting there. There, all done.
The owner, he tells me you did a good job.
Wow.
As was our agreement, here is the picture you wish to see.
Great, thank you.
So, what else do you wish from me?
Thank you for talking to me.
À tout à l'heure.
Now we go back to the Moulin. And we defuse a bomb. The Moubon. Banana in the tube is gross. Sounds are atrocious. Okay, now I have to be very careful. Look and do not touch.
There.
It's just me, Nancy. Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Nothing. Everything's fine. You just stay in there and keep working. Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door. I've got to figure out how to disarm this thing before she opens the door.
What are you doing out there?
Nothing. Just stay in there. Everything's fine.
Shit. Ah. Hit the wrong way.
I'm done. I won't bother you anymore. I promise. I better get rid of this thing before she sees it and really freaks. The dials on this thing move.
9, 5, 3.
Looks like I should type a message using my own keyboard.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Rouge blanc, rouge bleu, rouge...
Apparently the layered fruit and cream parfait is an
French to
American
me.
thing. Nice. Oh. Need to get the key out here. Parfait sounds very good.
Wow! So that's what Noisette stole during the war. Stained glass.
Kindling loves to stream. Oh, kindling.
If you are reading this, it means that I am dead.
Now we take a customary 2.5-hour break while Nancy reads this letter.
With the help of Hans von Schwesterkrank, I took this stained glass used
French parfait is a kind of ice cream. Yum. I love ice cream.
personal gain, but so these exquisite pieces of art would not be lost to the dangers of war. I was not a traitor, nor was Hans.
You kind of were.
Because he knew it was the right thing to do. But why, you are asking?
Also, I'm just sitting in the... You know what? I'm going to turn on a light while she reads this.
Why did I not even
I'm not a
admit taking
vampire.
them? At first, it was
Not
because
you.
I was angry. After all that I had done for my country, when my friendship with Hans was discovered, people turned against me and accused me
Voila.
of thing.
Oh, my home is light again.
Hurt the people of Paris the way they were hurting me.
Either you were a traitor or Hans was. I think they were both traitors in a way.
Then, when at long last I was deemed innocent, my anger subsided, but fear took its place. I was afraid that if I revealed what I had done, the accusations would start up again, and people would once again call me a criminal and question my motives and assail my character, and it would have been too much to bear. Hans had gone back to Germany, and despite his promises to the contrary, I knew I would never see him again. Like everyone else, I just wanted to get on with what was left of my life. So again, I said nothing. And gradually time passed, and Paris healed, and I healed. Yet the right time for telling the world my secret never seemed to come. And now I am Director of Public Works.
I think we can get second place for the world record on this run, depending on how this fight goes.
Be able to eventually find what I hid. Please make sure these pieces make us.
Also, people in the chat who have not seen this game, I hope you are very excited for the end of this game.
With sunlight streaming through their panes, interrupting the darkness with color and meaning and joy. Only then will you truly understand why I did what I did a lifetime ago. NT XIVIII.
Nancy, how do you not realize that's 10-4-3?
Uh-oh, the door locked behind me, and nobody knows I'm down here. Not good.
2, 1. Iveson. Ooh, a full minute.
Well, does the dress work?
It does indeed.
Yeah! What about when I...
If we can beat Minette in under 4 minutes, we can hit we can be in second place for this run in the world record.
What we sell will make us the wealthiest spies on...
The time for the world record is insane, though.
Hey! Hey! I made you the dress, so how about paying me?
After the first lady takes possession, that is our deal.
Look, I put up with the dead flowers, the letters, the paint, the idiotic phone calls. I put up with all your stupid threats for months. I deserve to get paid now.
Those weren't threats. Those were incentives meant to keep you on track. And they obviously worked. You'll get your money when she gets the dress. Let's go, Gunther.
But they're picking it up for her tomorrow. What difference does it make whether you pay me now or 24 hours from now?
Oh my gosh, it sounds like Minette made that dress for the First Lady to be some kind of bugging device. I've got to get it out of here and take it to the police.
It's looking real tight for second place.
You've been hiding in here, eavesdropping. You heard everything, didn't you?
Not everything, but enough to know that thanks to you, those two guys intend to use this.
Also, there's a book at the park you can buy that shows you Minette's moves.
The minute you walked into my office, I should have tossed you
So
out.
now we know if she's up for a chop. It's one of the top ones.
Newsflash, sister. I am about to knock your nosy
If
little
she's
block off.
on the side here.
Yeah. I'm going to pummel you into oblivion, Miss Nosy. Ha!
Gotcha.
Ha! So!
I think I got her.
Shazza! Ha!
Come on.
Ho, ho, ho. Ha!
This is hard, yes.
Shazza! Ha!
Hope you're a good loser, because you are going down.
Oh!
Oof, missed that one.
Ha! Oh, so you think you can block me, eh?
Why would you put a fight in this game? Artistic reasons.
You're starting to look a little tired there.
Ah, the right one.
Ha! Say!
Hita! Issa! Issa!
Your goose is cooked.
Killa!
Oh!
Ooh.
Where did you learn to block like that?
Kapow.
Rah! Killa!
Oof, I never get that one.
Hita!
Arm's starting to feel a little weak.
Ha! Sa!
Give me a ho ho ho. Yes!
Rah!
Give me a Ita.
I fought imaginary elves that were stronger than you.
Imaginary elves.
Rah! I'm getting kind of tired.
Give me a Hita.
Ha! Sa! Ho 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 ho!
Ha!
Ika!
Might as well give up, Minette.
Shazza! Ho 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 ho!
I believe.
Ha! Sa!
One more. Give me a good one. Oh, come on, Minette.
Ow!
One more. One more.
Ho 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 ho!
Hey!
I can't believe it.
Mm.
Never threw a single punch, yet you beat me. Life is so unfair. And so...
Well, we still shaved 2 minutes off this run. 1 minute and 50 seconds, let's say.
Where am I?
Nancy is just blocking, yes.
Oh my gosh. And there it was.
Time.
The real reason why
1838.
mask. A tattoo.
1830.
She later admitted she had gotten on the spur of the moment, and which she instantly regretted, calling it the
So I did shave
ever done in her.
a minute off that fight, too.
Admitted that the reason she had fallen so far behind schedule was because Ernst and Gunther Schmeck, former members of the East German secret police, were paying her a small fortune to create a dress for the First Lady out of fabric they supplied. This fabric was infused with microscopic circuitry that would allow them to eavesdrop on the World Summit. All three have been arrested, which means Minette will probably be designing
This plot
her
is so
next collection
stupid.
from a jail cell. And she doesn't care for stripes. As for
If it was just about Noisette,
glass that Noisette
it would have been a lot better.
years ago,
Or if it was maybe just about Minette.
and Noisette is finally getting the respect and gratitude she was denied after the war. Not that she was perfect, but it seems to me her biggest fault wasn't doing too little for her beloved city of Paris, but trying to do too much.
And fucking a
And
Nazi.
as if busting a pair of spies and recovering lost treasure weren't enough, Heather took over Minette's spring show and had me, be one of the models. Believe it or not, I managed to make it all the way down the runway and back without falling flat on my face. Of course, I still have no idea what I was wearing, but I can tell you one thing. It was rude. Very rude.
Hooray. I missed the run, but GG's. Yes, I didn't quite come in below your time, Stevis Christ. Your name is very funny, by the way. But I'm getting there. So I think that's I think that's it. We're just going to do the one today. Mads is going to be home pretty soon. This was fun though. No, I do not want to save. It won't be hard to beat my booty. Just webcam. Fantastic. Let us save these splits. How are the ads, by the way? Did the ads happen at any point? I wasn't really able to tell. This is our first stream with ads. So, got one ad. Okay. Was it at an inopportune time? Honestly, I might submit that run. I think that run was pretty good. Overall. A couple of movement issues. Need to get better at the outfits and at the cookies. Right when you start the number puzzle inside Han's secret passage, I think. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Alright. Also, let me go over to my splits. In the splits, I'm renaming Park Key to Nancy Dance. The little dance that she does makes me laugh. And by dance, I mean her bobbing back and forth with the flashlight. Alright, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. We will, of course, be doing more of these. I will not rest until I get very tired of this game and maybe play a different one. Alright, I'm going to run an ad, I suppose, and then leave? Can I do that? We'll find out.